I want to tell you about this man, Leopold Kozłowski Kleinman. Have you heard of the Fiddler on the Roof? Do you like remember this kind of music?
Done the Jewish walking tour, which was quite interesting. Went into like some synagogue, what it used to be synagogues, and now like a bookshop. We were going to actually go into a synagogue, but we couldn't because it's a Jewish holiday today. So we're going to see if we can go into another one, which is a museum. We just popped into a little coffee shop that's off of one of the main market squares. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's called this. I've got some cake, got a hot drink each, and it's only 20 zloty for both. And it looks like this inside. So there's a big gummy bear on a chair. Just over there, just like self-service for cake. So cake and a hot drink, 10 zloty. It's really cool in here. One of the things about Krakow I've noticed is a lot of the shop fronts are very like this. You wouldn't really know from the outside that it looks pitch black in here. So you just wouldn't know that this was somewhere to come and get a drink. So most places like this are pretty quiet right now, but perfect for us to rest our feet. Just getting ourselves lunch in the Jewish quarter. It's called a zapikanka, and this was only 9 zloty. So both of our lunch and a drink came to 21. I haven't even seen what Mike's one looks like yet.
Krakow. And usually my tourists are asking, so was it true or was it bollocks? Legends is the better name. Legends. But I will be honest with you, if you ask me, don't expect me to be honest with you. If something will be wrong, I start to walk too fast, speak too fast. During the day, if you have time, go to St. Francis Church. The church that you can see there is housing one of the most beautiful stained glasses in the whole Poland. The gallows of Krakow was slightly different than the gallows that you may know in most of the movies. In most of the movies, what you observe is the letter L thing when somebody is falling under the trapdoor, very effective method called the long drop. In this case, man was hanged on the gallows, which was a pale 4 meters up, with straps, ropes and blocks. They closed the straps under men's arms. Straps were connected with systems of blocks and ropes. Hangman could rise the man up in the air for something like 2 meters, so his feet would be on that kind of height. When he was hanging on the straps under his arms. Then you have the formalities, the sentence read, last prayer, and then with the stairs, or with a ladder, executioner was placing the noose. More or less placed under the left ear. In this moment, when this is of course fixed at the top of the pail, purpose of demonstration, you have to imagine the second rope here. The one which is holding the man in the position, connected with the belts. Cut it, he's falling down, and then you can imagine, it's the end. But you have to make it sure. So there is a second hangman here who is putting his hand on the man's face. When he will fall down, then the hangman's hand will clearly break his neck. And at least in the 1920s, executions were done that way. Later we had regular trapdoor. Now certainly it's the matter of the past. Yeah. I think I mentioned that beheadings in Krakow didn't happen by the axe. It was a sword. Sword of justice is a slightly different sword that you may know from the movies. When you see the knights fencing, comparing to that, this is a hatchet. Sword which is done just to cut like that from the back. And it has the blunt ending, so you see, you never stab anyone. It's only for cutting, like a hatchet. It's more heavy. If you would fence with it, you'd get tired very fast. But it's no troubles, it should be one cut. And it's the weight. The point of weight for the hangman, for the knight swords, would be more or less here. Opposite hangman swords, the point of blade was in the middle to give the more power in the case of the cut. And of course, this is example.
Loddy. Perfect way to end a macabre tour.